Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today we have an election night between Jason Kander, the former Secretary of State of Missouri, versus Paul Ryan, the current U.S. House Majority Leader. So we have Jim Webb versus Donald Trump on the screen right now, but that's just for my future election night, so I am going to be using the Fox News theme, so I'm going to see how that one goes. Tonight I'm using this will be, sorry about saying that I would not use the CNN theme anymore. This will be my final one using the CNN theme. Today was extremely hectic, so I couldn't focus at all on a Fox News theme. So yeah, huge shout out to Robert's Political Channel for giving me the CNN theme. And as expected, let's get right into this video. Good evening. Welcome to Election Night 2020. Tonight we have Jason Kander from the state of Missouri versus Paul Ryan, the incumbent Speaker of the House from the state of Wisconsin. Let's look at some media predictions for tonight's race. Fox News gives Jason Kander 279 electoral votes to Paul Ryan's 259. CNN News gives 323 electoral votes to Jason Kander to Paul Ryan's 215. MSNBC News gives Jason Kander 347 electoral votes to Paul Ryan's 191 as the final media prediction of tonight, and it is now time for the 7 p.m. poll closings. Kentucky, South Carolina, Georgia, Indiana, Vermont, and Virginia. Out of the state of Vermont, Jason Kander is the projected winner of their 3 electoral votes. Out of the state of Virginia, Terry McAuliffe, Jason Kander's vice presidential nominee, in his home state, their 13 electoral votes will go to Jason Kander. Out of the state of Kentucky, Paul Ryan is the projected winner, 8 electoral votes. Out of the state of Indiana, Paul Ryan is the projected winner of their 11 electoral votes. Out of the state of South Carolina, 9 electoral votes will go to Paul Ryan. And the state of Georgia is too close to call, 16 electoral votes. Jason Kander is in the lead. And the electoral map is on your screen now, 16 for Jason Kander and 28 for Paul Ryan. It is now time for the 7:30 p.m. poll closings. Out of the state of West Virginia, Paul Ryan is the projected winner of their 5 electoral votes. Out of the state of Ohio, it is too close to call. Jason Kander is in the lead. And out of the state of North Carolina, it is too close to call. Jason Kander is leading by less than 3%. And the electoral map is on your screen now. Jason Kander sorry about the error here. Jason Kander has actually 18 electoral votes, and Paul Ryan has 33. It is now time for the 8 p.m. poll closing. Stand by for some major projections. Out of the state of Tennessee, no surprise here, Paul Ryan is the projected winner of their 11 electoral votes. Out of the state of Alabama, 9 electoral votes will go to Paul Ryan. Out of the state of Oklahoma, Paul Ryan is the projected winner, 7 electoral votes. Out of the state of Mississippi, Paul Ryan will carry their 6 electoral votes. Out of the state of Illinois, Jason Kander is the projected winner of their 20 electoral votes. The state of Maryland will go to Jason Kander, 10 electoral votes. The state of Delaware, as expected, will go to Jason Kander, 3 electoral votes. Out of the state of New Jersey, 14 electoral votes will go to Jason Kander. Another victory for the Kander column tonight, 7 electoral votes out of the state of Connecticut. Out of the state of Rhode Island, 4 electoral votes will go to Jason Kander. Now out of the state of Massachusetts, 11 electoral votes will go to Jason Kander. And finally, out of the District of Columbia, Jason Kander is the projected winner. And out of the state of Maine, all 4 of its electoral votes will go to Jason Kander. Out of the state of New Hampshire, a swing state called earlier than in 2016, 4 electoral votes will go to Jason Kander. And the state of Florida is currently too close to call. Jason Kander is in the lead. And the state of Missouri is too close to call. Paul Ryan is currently leading by a small percentage. And the state of Pennsylvania is too close to call. Jason Kander is leading 20 electoral votes. And the electoral map is on your screen now. Jason Kander now taking the lead with 96 electoral votes to Paul Ryan's 66. It is now time for the 8:30 p.m. poll closings. Out of the state of Pennsylvania, we can now make a projection. Sorry, we are interrupting our 8:30 p.m. poll closings. Jason Kander is the projected winner of their 20 electoral votes. Now out of the state of Arkansas, the state that closed at this time, Paul Ryan is the projected winner, 6 electoral votes. And the electoral map is on your screen now, 116 for Jason Kander to 72 for Paul Ryan. It is now time for the 9 p.m. poll closings. All the states in yellow, their polls have closed. Out of the state of Louisiana, 8 electoral votes will go to Paul Ryan. Out of the state of Texas, 38 electoral votes, huge prize for the Ryan campaign. Out of the state of Kansas, 6 electoral votes will go to Paul Ryan. Out of the state of Nebraska, Paul Ryan is the projected winner of their 5 electoral votes. Out of the state of South Dakota, their 3 electoral votes will go to Paul Ryan, and so will North Dakota with another 3 electoral votes. Out of the state of Wyoming, Paul Ryan is the projected winner, 3 electoral votes. And now out of the state of New York, 29 electoral votes will go to Jason Kander. Out of the state of Nebraska, 1 out of their 5 electoral votes will go to Jason Kander. Out of the state of New Mexico, 5 electoral votes will go to Jason Kander. Now a flip from 2016, the state of Michigan will go to Jason Kander, 16 electoral votes. Out of the state of Minnesota, 10 electoral votes will go to Jason Kander. And the state of Colorado, 9 electoral votes earlier than in 2016 will go to Jason Kander. Wisconsin is too close to call, 10 electoral votes. Out of the state of Arizona, it is too close to call, Paul Ryan is in the lead. And the electoral map is on your screen now. 186 electoral votes for Jason Kander to 164 for Paul Ryan. It is now time for the 10 p.m. poll closings. Out of the state of Montana, Paul Ryan is the projected winner of their 3 electoral votes. Out of the state of Utah, 6 electoral votes will go to Paul Ryan. Now out of the state of Nevada, Jason Kander is the projected winner of their 6 electoral votes. Now out of the state of Wisconsin, we interrupt our 10 p.m. poll closings to make a call out of the state of Wisconsin. Jason Kander is the projected winner of their 10 electoral votes. And out of the state of Iowa, a solid Trump state, now Paul Ryan is only ahead by around 3%, too close to call out of the state of Iowa. And the electoral map is on your screen now. 202 electoral votes for Jason Kander to 146 for Paul Ryan. It is now 10:47 p.m. Eastern Time, and stand by for a major projection. This is a huge flip, stand by. Out of the state of Missouri, Jason Kander is the projected winner of his home state, 10 electoral votes. Jason Kander will flip the state that went for Trump by around 20%. Jason Kander flips the state overwhelmingly for him. And on the electoral map is updated now. 212 electoral votes, that one solid part of blue that went last blue for President Bill Clinton. Jason Kander is the projected winner there. 212 electoral votes for Jason Kander to 164 for Speaker Ryan. It is now time for the 11 p.m. poll closings, and we can now announce history. Jason Kander is the projected winner of the 270 needed to win. He is now the President-elect of the United States according to our calls. If you look at the current electoral map, Jason Kander has well surpassed the 270 mark with 290 electoral votes to Paul Ryan's 150. 270 were needed to win, and Jason Kander has well surpassed that. Jason Kander will become the next President of the United States, the 46th President to be exact, and Speaker Ryan is now at 150 electoral votes. And out of the state of California, Jason Kander is the projected winner of their 55 electoral votes. Out of the state of Oregon, Jason Kander is the projected winner of their 7 electoral votes. Out of the state of Washington, Jason Kander, the projected winner, 12 electoral votes. Now out of the state of Hawaii, Jason Kander is the projected winner of their 4 electoral votes. Now out of the state of Idaho, Paul Ryan is the projected winner, and he will carry the state, but it means nothing. 290 electoral votes, just to recap, for Jason Kander to 150 for Paul Ryan. It is now 12:15 a.m. Eastern Time, and stand by for 3 major projections. Out of the state of Florida, Jason Kander will flip this Trump state from 2016. Jason Kander, the projected winner. Out of the state of North Carolina, 15 electoral votes will go to Jason Kander, another flip. Now out of the state of Georgia, Paul Ryan will retain their 16 electoral votes, much closer than in 2016. And the electoral map is on your screen now. 334 electoral votes for Jason Kander to 166 for Speaker Ryan. It is now time for the 1 a.m. poll closings. We have the state of Alaska, and the state of Alaska will go to Paul Ryan for the presidency of the United States. 3 electoral votes. We now need to interrupt our 1 p.m. poll closing calls to make a projection, 3 new projections actually. Out of the state of Arizona, Paul Ryan is the projected winner of their 11 electoral votes. Out of the state of Iowa, Jason Kander, a huge flip from 2016, the projected winner. He really appealed to the voters here. Out of the state of Ohio, he flipped back the Rust Belt, including the state. 18 electoral votes will go to Jason Kander. And the final electoral map is on your screen now. This is an almost identical map of the Obama versus McCain map, except for the state of Indiana flipped with the state of Missouri. 358 electoral votes for Jason Kander to 180 for Speaker Ryan. Here are my social media pages and my upcoming video. So if you're early in my video, of course, comment Notification Squad. If you want to hear updates about my new videos, go to @LTE Updates on Twitter. My Patreon is patreon.com/LTE. And upcoming, I have Jim Webb versus Donald Trump in election night 2020. And if you want to see my previous election night, click on the left, subscribe in the middle, don't forget about that if you like this content, and click on the right to watch my most popular election night of Bernie Sanders versus Donald Trump. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.